Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello. If you hear, okay, I promise she's coming back alive. Okay. Anyways, if you hear noise in the background, that's just background noise. Please ignore. Focus on me. Focus on us in our moment together. But hi, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. I affirm that you are doing well. In this video, we're kind of doing something new. I feel like in a lot of my videos, you guys are learning something new about me, and I feel like I'm also opening up myself more in each video so you can learn something new about me. And so if you don't know, I am a poet, and poetry was, before I started journaling was the first part of like self-expression and also kind of in the sense of like therapy. And so poetry has a special place in my heart, and I am actively working on creating a poetry book. So in this video, I'm gonna just make a video of me, I don't know, saying some of the poems that I wrote within this year and have some music with it. Make it a vibe. So if you enjoy a video like this, make sure to like and subscribe and support the channel. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first poem I wrote is called "The Black Boy Has Always Been God." And it starts, "The black boy has always been God, not just made in his image, but the image itself, the original hue of holiness, the most radiant form of spirit walking in flesh. But what's more divine than a being the world keeps trying to break, yet still breathes, still dreams, and still loves? They keep destroying him, and then they ask why Mother is trembling beneath us. They call it climate change, the end of days, Revelation chapter whatever, but I call it what it truly is, a reflection. The abused becoming the abuser, purity becoming murky waters, the core of earth opening wide, bleeding back the blood we poured into her soil. It's not just the black boy I want to hold. It's the God inside of him, who forgot he was ever God at all. It's the mothers I want to cradle, the ones who forgot they carried a seed that creates galaxies. This earth I want to wrap in arms of remembering, to say, you can still feel yourself through me. Baby boy speaks to God, and we call him schizophrenic. He feels God, and we call him dissociating. He hears God, and we draw out the conversation with screens and systems, then asks why God won't save us. But what if the conversation you silenced was the very answer to your prayers? What if salvation was already here, in the voice you dismissed, in the body you feared, in the black boy you never let be God? I am tired, not physically, tired of pretending my mental tiredness is a physical condition. I am tired of hustling. It's causing a malfunction in my spirit. I am tired of suffering and surviving. When can I live? To survive is to meet the basic needs, to eat, breathe, sleep, and endure. Surviving, continuing to exist, remaining intact, living the pursuit of a lifestyle of a specific type. Alive. Do I have to survive in order to live? I have to be in both. To live is to feel, to create, to love, and to choose. Yes, you can survive and live at the same time, but many don't. Some survive years without ever truly living. Some live fully even with barely enough to survive. Living while surviving means making room for joy, creativity, connection, even when life is hard. It means reclaiming your time, your attention, and your soul. Even in small ways, a laugh, a breath of fresh air, a dream protected. So the real question might be, what part of you needs more than survival right now? It doesn't mean constant productivity or perfection. It means honoring your creative life as sacred, not as a side hustle to squeeze between survival tactics. If the artist is tired of surviving, that's not burnout, it's a call. A call to design a life that supports your art, not just tolerates it. You're not crazy or unrealistic for wanting more adventures or creative freedom. You're an artist trying to build a life that doesn't bury your gifts. I stare deeply, staring deeply into a cutout of the world. The longer I stare, the longer the lines stretch, separating a tree from a car, blurring edges where differences used to live. The more I watch, the longer time becomes. Cars are looping like breath, same frame, different soul, sharing the same consciousness of driving by scenes forever fading. the depths of things melting into one, not knowing if I'm staring at myself or myself staring at versions of me. Living a life I said no to this time. And maybe that's all this world is, a mirror folded 1,000 ways, every reflection waiting for me to look long enough to remember that I was never separate from anything, just a visitor watching myself pass by. Home cannot be lost forever. Isn't it strange to think that future generations will never hear the music that once roared through mother's house? The songs that carry stories, the rhythms that fill the air with life. They won't know the smells of a family tree, or the smell of a family table, where every dish was shared and every bite told a story. The children will never see how Grandpa moved and how his body swayed as he turned lyrics into liberation. Instead, they'll see empty pockets in their parents' eyes, eyes that once glistened with the light of traditions that now is forgotten. Some children will never speak the language their ancestors cried out in, unless taught by hands that never knew its roots. The future won't remember the bodies that carried heavens in their laughter, or the eyes that saw home as more than just a place. Instead, their third eye will be wiped clean, leaving only foreign lands where home used to be. They will reclaim and claim cultures that don't belong to them, because home no longer whispers their name. The spirit is rents and doesn't forget. The world is in a strange and mysterious way, and will always make room for truth. If you look into your child's face and see the echoes of ancestors, don't be surprised. Our ancestors are reborn, rebirthing itself in themselves, returning stronger with fire in their hearts, ready to reclaim what was theirs from the beginning. Home may bend, but it will never break, because home cannot be lost forever. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more. I hope you are enjoying this video. If you are liking it, make sure to like and subscribe and support the channel. The next one is called Deeply Rooted. Her roots are deeply anchored in the soil, a shade of brown so rich it whispers black, a darkness that swallows light and a soul just alike. It stays wet, nourished by tears shed in the crisp silence of fall's restless nights. The wetness of her trunk never wanes. The leaves, fragile fragments of innocence, betray her story. Each leaf that falls carries the weight of a sin, slipping away from her soft, shadow skin. Her skin black as the night behind her, amplifying her presence, making her body stretch longer and larger than life. The leaves cling to her, begging for one more safe night, one more refuge for their inevitable descent. She holds them close, an empty mother cradling a love she never felt before, a love that anchors and aches as if borrowed from something divine. And when the morning comes, she lets them go, not with bitterness, but with a quiet grace, and knowing that endings carry the promise of beginnings. Still, she stands rooted and a witness to the seasons that demands her pain, but cannot break her spirit. Those are my poems. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, make sure to comment below your favorite one. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Love and peace. I'll see you in my next video.